I literally bought a house. We get into a huge blowout, by the way.
In the end, we accomplish absolutely nothing, but like...
Hi friends, welcome to today's vlog. I am in the process of putting my makeup on, but I thought I would just take you along. This is not gonna be good for the retention of this video because I'm literally about to tell you what's in the title right now while I do my makeup, but I literally bought a house. Almost. Like literally almost bought a house, and I just don't think it would have been the best decision, right?
Yeah, that's why we didn't buy a house.
Yeah, so over the last, you guys know that 7-8 months ago, we were considering buying a house in the Seattle area. And during the time, the housing market was probably at its very peak. And because of that, we ended up deciding not buying a house and we signed another lease. And recently we've just been getting back into looking at houses, and there was a house that seemed like the perfect fit, and it was a good price range, and it had literally everything that we would have had on our non-negotiable checklist. And truly, I think this house was so cute. I could definitely see us living in it, but it had some issues.
Yeah.
And some issues being for example, a super incredibly high HOA, which I feel like ultimately prevents this house from growing as much because not as many people are going to be willing to purchase this property because of the high HOA. It's a homeowners association fee. So if you live in a condo or certain townhomes, basically you pay a certain fee per month. And, it can be anywhere from as low as $50 a month all the way to $1,000 a month, depending on what kind of complex you live in, how nice it is. But a lot of the times it covers things like, the lawn. Sometimes it can cover utilities like garbage, sewer, all this kind of stuff. Money that you pay to an HOA, yes, it is maintaining your house, but it's money that you never ever get back, right? And it's also very difficult to deal with an HOA. They don't always respond to your needs and your requests.
Unless you're the president.
Which we would never be president. That sounds like so much work. But anyways, the HOA for this home, let's just say it was roughly around $500 a month. And it was just a lot. Ultimately, before you buy a house, you obviously have to get pre-approved, which means that the loan agents will take a look at your income and determine how much of a loan they're willing to give you. And so based on that, it will break down to a monthly payment based on the principal and the interest for how much I have to pay monthly. And for the amount that I had to pay monthly, for the home, it wasn't bad, but then I had to add an extra $500 HOA on top of that. And I did not feel confident that if for some reason we were to leave Seattle, that somebody would rent that home at that price. Right now, I feel like that home is a good fit for us, but I don't know that that home would be a good fit for a lot of other people. So in terms of marketability, I just felt like it wasn't there. At the last minute, literally we were supposed to write the offer at 10 a.m. in the morning, and at 9:55, it just did not feel right. It honestly just didn't feel right. And I pulled the plug and I was like, you know what? Honestly, we're not in any rush, so let us just wait. Honey, are you literally sending me houses I'm trying to tell this story?
Yeah.
Can you come here and tell some of the story?
Which part?
Can you just come here and contribute?
I'm contributing by being non-contributory.
You have no comment about this entire situation?
No, I mean, it's a good learning experience. I mean, in the end, we accomplish absolutely nothing, but
In the end, we accomplished absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It was a good
we learned about
experience.
what we prioritize, what things we're looking for.
By the way, guys, it is actually a weekday, and this one is actually home.
I'm doing work.
Okay. I'm disturbing him. But it's actually Kevy's research week, which means that he gets a whole week of vacation. Somebody is calling you from the Lebanon.
Oh, hey, yes, yeah, hey.
Just got the email at 3:54, literally a couple minutes ago, and it just came over. We have finished our review of the application. We're pleased to tell you that the application will be issued today at our premier rating, which is the highest, and through our accelerated underwriting program. So
Wonderful.
Guess whose long-term care act, private insurance, got approved. I'd like to officially announce that Lucky is my beneficiary for all things related to me.
Really?
Yeah.
For help?
Do you think he would spend my money wisely or no?
He's just gonna eat everything like a Korean short rib.
Anyways, buying a house is kind of like dating. So, you know, yes, it's based on logic, but also a lot on, you know, like gut feeling and how you feel about it. And honestly, just didn't feel good about it. So I pulled out the last second, and I'm about to see another house in a little bit. So we'll take you guys with us.
I got a little haircut and Miki got some new knives. Guess what she used to cut?
I tried out the knives on one singular blueberry. Okay, I was like so skeptical because they're like ceramic knives. So
ceramic is very sharp.
They don't even look like they work, you know?
They look like a toy.
Kevin and I are on our way to see this cute little home.
With no parking.
With no parking, but we're gonna look at it just to look at it.
That's because he likes to look at houses.
No, Kevin likes it. Kevin's like real calling is actually to be a Redfin agent.
Why does it have to be Redfin? Can I have my own
because
thing?
Because I feel like Redfin.
Bluefin.
Redfin.
I'm the Bluefin.
Redfin is like your vibe. Like you just want to go and open the doors.
What do you mean? I want to make the big money.
Okay. If you were on Selling Sunset, who would you be?
I don't know any of the characters' names.
Davina. You'd be Davina. Yeah.
Oh, the one
you would have a $97
million house that I can't sell.
Yeah. Would that be you?
No, I will be Jason. I will be bald and tiny.
I would be Graham Stefan. I would just show up like once.
And eat the food.
Yeah, and eat the food. Okay, so we went to go see the house. I didn't get any footage. I actually really liked the house. I thought it was really freaking cute. You wanna come here?
I got in trouble. So I'm making dinner now. Hello guys. I didn't like the house very much.
Can you sit? Can you explain? Can you take a seat?
Tell me why you like the house.
So I really liked the house and I, you know, liked it. And before I could even say anything, we get into a huge blowout, by the way, because this one is like, oh my god, this is the worst house I've ever seen before. Like, I'd rather live in this like other house that he really also did not like. He was like, I'd rather live in that house than this house. Like, and then it became like a heated argument.
Because you're probably hungry, and 2, angry at me for something else, and then 3,
what?
you turned all this way just to see this house.
Standards are so high.
Just the blueprint made no sense. Also, it's like an ADU unit. Like someone built like a house, like an old house, and they're like, oh man, I have this little bit of space in the back, and literally cut out like a like a fourth of it.
Because land is so expensive in Seattle, they've been cutting these old houses into 2, like the lot into 2, and they build a new house in front of it. So this is one of those situations. And so this house had a label, and it was like, one was unit A, and this one was unit B. And the fact that it said B made Kevin really upset. He was like, I don't want to live in house B.
Sometimes they do that, but they tear down both of the houses and build thoughtful like 2 units or like 4 units. This one, they didn't even change the other house. Like, it's straddling the garage of the old house.
Straddling?
Backyard there is literally against the house of the other house. Like,
I thought it was a cute little house. Like, it had everything that we needed. I was happy with it. It was brand new.
No bathroom on the first floor.
Why do we need a bathroom on the first floor? We're not like 80.
The blinds there, no blinds. I mean, we can install them.
Normally we're like pretty much on the same page, but this house we like really were not on the same page about. But like
you just really like brand new shiny things that no one else has lived in before.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, Kevin just gets like
riled up.
Yeah, you get really riled up really easily, and like I feel unheard when I don't get to explain my side of the argument, and you're already like shooting it down.
That's because I have so many reasons. My reasons just come out. Like concepts in feng shui, you know, which is like the Chinese way of how things work, right? A few concepts, like your entry of your house needs to, so it walks in and you're right, you see the kitchen, the staircase is right in front of you, and the living room is right there. There's no storage or anything. It's like a box, and literally the door opens to all of it. There's like no place to put anything. Like,
I'm not saying we should have bought house.
That I cannot deal with. Like,
I'm just saying it wasn't that bad.
Okay. If someone gave me the house, I would live there. My secret to the Miki is like, if she's angry, just turn on the camera and she'll be like, hi.
Hello.
Hi. You turn it off and it'll be like.
So from this entire experience, your girl has learned that she needs to work smarter, she needs to work harder, she needs to earn more money so that she can buy a big, shiny dream home. I have this like cottagecore vision in my head, but it hasn't been quite executed yet.
What is a cottagecore?
It's like where you have the beautiful cottage vibes, you know? So speaking of money, we're actually gonna segue into this next portion where we talk about finding a good, solid nursing job that pays well, that you are happy with. And thank you so much to Incredible Health for sponsoring today's video. So they actually have such a cool platform. I've done extensive research on their website and I actually created a profile for myself. You know, the thing about nursing jobs is that you should always be aware of what opportunities are out there, because there are plenty of studies that show that you are actually underselling yourself by staying in a job for too long, because, you know, every year you get your incremental raises, but if you switch jobs, you can actually get a massive raise that you might have to work, you know, 5 years, 10 years for in your current job in order to be able to get. So one of the biggest detriments in the healthcare system is actually how long it takes to find a good job. On average, I think it takes about 2 to 3 months to be able to find a job that is actually a good fit for you. And Incredible Health makes it super easy to find a job that you love in 20 days or less. And they help nurses get hired into permanent roles at top employers in over 70 different specialties, including different jobs, even for nurse practitioners on the leadership side. So the way that it works, you can actually create a profile on Incredible Health, and then you upload your resume or your work information, and then you get matched to a talent advocate who will actually go through and polish your resume with you or prep your interview. And then finally, you'll get matched to the jobs that you are qualified for, and then you can decide which interviews to accept. My biggest advice for all nurses out there is that if you are not currently happy where you are at, nursing is such an amazing field with so many opportunities that there's literally no reason to stay put if you are unhappy where you are. You know, even if you are happy where you are, it definitely does not hurt to take a look at some other opportunities, and platforms like Incredible Health make it so incredibly easy, pun intended. And by the way, just so you guys know, Incredible Health is not currently placing any new grads. All the information will be linked down below in the description box as usual, but seriously, it's so easy to create a profile. I highly recommend you check it out. Hi.
Thank you for the sponsorships. We are working hard to buy a home for the Buttles and us because my residency salary is not the most exciting right now. Please also give me the sponsorship. I'm free to negotiate with Adidas,
Bose,
Macintosh,
Trader Joe's, Costco,
IKEA, Toyota, Ferrari, Tesla,
Honda. We don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate. Hyundai, Kia, any major Fortune 2000 company.
Fortune 2000? You guys have not seen the Buttos in a little bit? Hi, Buttos! Are you having a good time? Today is a no bones day, so you're doing the relaxing. Okay, for dinner we're pulling an Emily Mariko.
What's Emily Mariko?
I feel like we're like from different generations, hun. Haven't you seen the salmon rice that's been going viral on TikTok recently? Do you have any words of wisdom for the camera today?
Mm-hmm.
What are the famous quotes from today's session?
Sleep when you can sleep. Work when you can work.
That's literally what you said last time.
Appreciate what you have and appreciate what you don't have.
What?
Depth.
Is this nishiki rice or no?
Depth.
Is this nishiki?
Yes.
Okay, just. Why am I like so dry?
What do you mean?
Look, it's actually kind of dry. Is that intentional?
I don't know. I just made rice.
That's why we need the Zojirushi rice cooker.
Did you hear the water heater make the sound? Like the dun, 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 when it was done?
That was a water heater?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, so I'm pretty sure we made it. I'm pretty sure we're rich now because we just bought a Zojirushi hot water boiler, and our old one, you literally had to smash the lid in order for it to close.
And also tilt it when it was half done.
Yeah, and this one's like, you know, $160 or something, but we made it, so we got it.
I think we also saved money in the long run. It probably keeps the water more warm.
And she sings when she's done boiling. Okay, we're setting up the pod. We have like none of the right materials.
We also have no space in our apartment. Like we got two of these Audio Technica AT 2020s. They're like a budget carotid condenser mics. They're I think $100 about each, which is not cheap, but compared to like some of the other fancy setups, this in total was about $450, which is like a decent amount of money. We got a pair of headphones, and then we got this PodTrack P4.
Gotta hit that thumbs up, otherwise we'll never be able to get a real table for the pod.
That's our dining table here.
It's multifunctional. Okay, stuff is looking very, very fancy.
But
But we need like a whole podcast room. Like this is our whole house. This takes up the whole house. All right, we're gonna attempt to film the pod tonight, so hopefully it goes okay. Maybe you'll see an episode out in a couple weeks or something if it goes smoothly. But anyways, I'm gonna close this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below if you wanna see more videos from us. We usually post every week. Don't forget your 10 out of 10. Don't let anyone ever make you feel otherwise, and your best is enough. Bye! We did it. We submitted the offer.
you mean you submitted the offer?
I submitted the offer.
Wide awake is the way that you left me. Side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh.